All right, Gia, I've never done anything like this before. I'm doing it for you. And it's early in the morning. The boys, I think, are gone except for Ethan. He's still here. I already told him goodbye, so I hope he doesn't come in. So I don't want you to give up on the wand. So I decided I would make a video so you could see how to use the wand. So my hair is clean. I just washed it this morning, and because you know I don't wash it every day, and I blow dried it, put some product in it before. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have these two little clips, and this one's broken, but it still works, so I'll still use it. So you and I have about the same length of hair. We may have different texture hair, but it's about the same length. So what we're going to do is kind of take this top section here and pull it up just like this. I have no idea how long this takes to do my hair. I think it takes like, I don't know, 7 minutes or something, so we'll see. And then we're going to take this middle section, isn't that pretty? And we're going to pull it back like this and clip it with the other one. This is all about math. You know how I love math and statistics. It's all about math. So we're going to divide it into 3 sections, and then we're going to brush through this section. See how that's kind of nappy? Yeah, that's because I have kind of nappy, wavy hair. And I just blew it dry. I didn't try to straighten it. So here's where the magic starts to happen, because the way you are using your wand doesn't work like that. So we're going to take the wand. Here's my wand. You see it? What brand is it? It's called Gem, G-E-M. I got it at Marshall's. So anyway, and it's the same length throughout. I think maybe it's a 3/4 inch, something like that. Maybe an inch. So we're gonna pull it back here and wrap it around. Now you notice I'm not wearing a glove. I have a glove, and I originally had a glove with my first wand, which I really liked, and I used when I was new to using a wand. But the boys lost that one. I don't know what happened to it. They used to pretend like they were Michael Jackson, and they would use the wand, they would use the glove, and then it got lost. So I bought a different glove, and I never liked it. And then I got good enough eventually that I rarely burn my fingers. So we'll see what happens today, because you never know. I may burn myself. But you see how I'm just taking each section, wrapping it away from my face. Remember how we talked about that? So away from my face. And I hold it about 10 seconds, but you can tell because I'm talking that I'm not really paying attention to how long it is. So now I have 3 little curls there, sort of. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure we have all the hair. I'm going to brush through the whole thing, and usually I brush through the whole section. It's just a time saver, so you don't have to brush through each individual one. Now watch this. I'm going to go around the other side of my head. So you kind of have to be a little bit ambidextrous with this. That's part of the learning curve with it, because you're using both hands, and some people, especially right-handed people, can only use their right hand. But my father-in-law and I always joke, or I joke with him, and he agrees with me, that left-handed people are smarter because we have to adapt to a right-handed world. See, still wrapping, still going away from my face. Trying not to burn myself. But we have to adapt to a right-handed world because everything was created for right-handed people. Other than these like special left-handed scissors they tried to get me to use in kindergarten, which never worked. So I basically write and eat and cut, or write and eat with my left hand, and I do everything else with my right hand. So we're almost done with the bottom layer. We're 1/3 of the way there, like 33% of the way done. All right, that's it. So now we have that. And then we're going to take this next section down. Looks like we're right at 5 minutes now. It's not so bad, right? So then I just brush through the back of that. I'm dividing it in the back. Okay, oh, there we go. So now you just kind of feel about how many sections, and your hair is quite a bit maybe thicker and coarser than mine, so you might be taking more sections than me. So I probably will have 3 sections on each side here. Once again, it's about 10 seconds. Sometimes when I'm not filming myself doing this, I will actually count in my head because nothing else is going on in my head. So you can see, no glove. So far I haven't burned myself, but that takes practice. And you and I grew up in the 80s where we mainly used a curling iron, which was much safer. But these young girls I'm friends with who are less than half my age, they're like, glove? What? You don't have to use a glove? They don't use a glove. Yeah, because they're cool and they're much younger and they know how to use stuff like this better than me. All right, so that's the last section there. Now we're gonna go capture all of this hair. Dun, dun, dun. Making sure we have it all. Sometimes some of it gets caught up. If you end up doing some of it twice, that's okay too. There, I think I have it all. And sometimes I will clip it back to keep it all connected to each other. I'm gonna brush through that. All right, so going back behind the head again, right back here. Still going away from the face. Now some videos you watch, they'll say to alternate the amount of hair so it doesn't all look uniform, which is good. And we'll also say to kind of go back and forth with, some of them do them away from your face, some of them do forward. That's probably a good idea, and I've done that before too. But I like the look better when they're all away from my face. So that's the way I do it. We are almost 2/3 of the way done. So it looks like on this side, I'm gonna do 4. And I actually have more hair on this side of my head. I know that sounds weird. It's not like I actually have more hair on this side of my head, but my hair is parted to this side, so it's natural that I'm gonna have more hair on this side, although it's not actually growing more on this side. Okay, so we're almost done. One more, and then we're gonna go to the top section, which is, of course, kind of the most important section. See, still rolling away, still holding the wand behind my head, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on the top section, but of course the top section includes my bangs, and that's always the most challenging part. Next, I forgot to do this. I'm gonna get my mirror, which is right here, and I'm gonna check to see if I got all the hair so far, and I did, because sometimes there'll be a little piece just hanging out there. So now I'm gonna take this little clip out, and we have our top section, and we're at 9 minutes now. So we're doing okay, right? Okay, so now we have the top section down, and this is the right side, and I'm going to divide it into 2 pieces here. Once again, rolling away from my face, just like this. Hold it there for a little bit. You can see back there, you see that case hanging on the wall? Those are all of Lindy's colognes, yeah. You think that I have a lot of perfume and a lot of stuff. He's a freak for cologne. He does smell good, so I can't complain about that. The boys do too. Of course, they take after him with that. The other day I was at Walmart getting all of Ethan's hygiene products, and I'm like, good Lord. But he smells good, so. All right, so that is done. Next, going to make sure that I have all of this hair on this side, and sometimes near the back I can lose a little bit of it, but I'll be checking it with the mirror like I did the other part when I'm done. And yeah, so here we go. Still going away from my face. And I think if my hair was much longer, I would, I guess I'd need a longer wand, or I'd have to do each strand more than once. Ow! Oh, I burned myself. I'm okay though. Those young girls that have really long hair, like someone who's 45 like me, I don't know that I can really sport that long hair anymore. But the girls with the really long hair, I guess they do each strand twice with the wand. So it takes them twice as long, I guess. But it's pretty. Okay. So we're coming along. We are at 11 minutes. We're going to see if I make it on time to work today. I bet I can, because you know what? I drive fast. But I was trying to wait until everyone was gone today. I didn't tell them I was doing a video because they would all like want to pop in and make little cameo appearances. Crazy. So Lindy left to go have breakfast with a friend because it's Friday. He's at home. And Ethan, or Gavin, left early because his bus leaves earlier than Ethan's. And Ethan has probably just walked out the door. But I had already gone and told him goodbye, so that he wouldn't be coming in here asking for money or what have you. That's what boys do. So we are almost done. We're on the home stretch. It's going good. So when I had my hair shorter, because you know I get really fickle and I wear my hair different ways, and I had it cut shorter, I was not good with the wand. It has to be a certain length. But our friend Emily is fantastic with the wand on short hair. She doesn't do it very often. Lately she's been wearing her hair straight a lot because of course I pay attention to stuff like that. But she's fantastic with the wand with short hair. And I could do it, it didn't turn out right, and I really had to wear the glove because when your hair's short and trying to do the wand, it doesn't work that well for me. So now the decision here's the bangs, okay? So I could divide it into 2 sections, but I think I'm just gonna do one big section here. And the reason why I sometimes do it differently is because my bangs really like to separate from the rest of my hair. I don't really care for that. I like for them to play nice with the rest of my hair. Sometimes they don't. So anyway, I also sometimes hold this one a little bit longer. But ta-da! There we go. Yeah, I do look like Nellie Olson. I get that. I call this my jack hair because it's a little bit jacked up. And the reason why it's jacked up is because of Jack. Because when I was, after I had him, I lost about 1/3 of my hair, which happens, but I lost more with him than I did with any of the other 2 boys. So this hair grew back kind of wonky, and it has never like played nice with my hair. So anyway, it's done. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna look at the back and see how we're doing. Ooh. So, did I miss any pieces? I'm gonna put this back down again. Okay, we're almost at 15 minutes. That's not bad. I'm probably a little quicker whenever I'm not talking through the whole video. So at this point, you have options. And I've kind of worked with different options with mine. What I like to do is not really go through it that much because it's gonna fall out Also remember, I don't wash my hair every day. And so I like for it to last for like 3 days. And the less product you can put in it on the first day, the better. So you see I have this little teasing comb and I'm kind of going underneath and just teasing it. Because you know me, I don't like flat hair. I know that's because I'm a child of the 80s and maybe I should have grown up in Texas because those girls can rock the big hair. But, and you can see that on purpose, it's a little straight on the ends because I don't like wrap my hair all the way to the end. Now, we're spraying it. And this is Kenra 25, which I think is the best hairspray in the world. We used Redken Quick Dry for years, and we, meaning Lindy and I. And I got him hooked on Kenra Volume 25 a few years ago. And that's it. We're done. Gee, you can do this, okay? You can do it. I help you. If you want to bring your wand to work, we'll work with it. But you can do this, okay?